think they called me 47.
That's not a name.
So make it one.
All right. Agent 47.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 15 of Nub's Hitman Files. In the previous episode, we visited New York and took out the director of a bank, the bank Milton Fitzpatrick specifically, and learned the identities of 3 very high-ranking members of Providence who we are now going to be assassinating today. But let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about them. And cue up the briefing for this particular mission. Here we go.
So, this is paradise.
If you can afford.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence Partner accounts. All made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
What does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven.
No, I
to
could still
acquire
see her.
Identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire, looking to disappear.
Always Tobias Reaper.
Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ljudmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
There we go. So let's go ahead and take a look at our 3 targets. We're going to start with Tyson Williams. Born to a blue-collar family in the American Midwest, Tyson Williams experiences a reasonably unremarkable childhood flavored with the usual childhood dramas. Parents divorcing after his 10th birthday, death of a beloved pet, and the loss of his virginity to his high school sweetheart who left town the day after. All in all, a quite unremarkable and all-American boy's life. Once out of college, he's incapable of securing a job that fits his fine arts education, but eventually finds a job in Chicago where he works as a store detective, busting shoplifters and employees stealing from the till. He quickly finds he has a flair for the job and gets promoted to the head of the security section in the department store. One night, he confronts a shoplifter in the electronics department, and the thief attacks Williams with a knife. A physically strong man, Williams has no issue subduing the thief, but seeing the knife shakes him, and he beats the man into unconsciousness. The case ends in court, where Williams gets 5 years for aggravated assault. Prison time gains him contacts, but also breaks his mental health and completely changes his personality. Out of prison, he moves to New York and starts a private investigation agency under a new name. Using his prison contacts, Williams effectively becomes an illegal bounty hunter. He hones his skip tracing skills by finding ever more skillful marks and getting deeper and deeper into the criminal underworld, graduating from mafia-level clients to major drug manufacturers and tracking down people in witness protection. Through his Russian mafia connections, he gets wind of a suspected con artist who has been scamming wealthy bachelors out of millions before accidentally doing the same to a major player from the Brotherhood. A lengthy investigation eventually leads him to Ljudmila Vetrova, but when he finally catches up with her, it feels more like luck than skill on his behalf. And so he decides to learn from her. The two make a deal. She teaches him everything she knows about clearing her tracks, and he doesn't hand her over to the Brotherhood. It quickly becomes apparent to Williams that the combination of their skills could vastly improve his company profile. All he needs is a world-class programmer. He finds that in Stephen Bradley, a freelance programmer who is currently living off the money he made from building a universal login tool a year earlier. Using that tool, albeit illegally, Bradley provides Williams and his company with extreme amounts of data from pretty much every social media and email account in the world. With Bradley and Vetrova at his side, Haven becomes world leaders in tracking and covering tracks of practically anyone in the world. Now let's look at Stephen Bradley. Born to a classic suburban family, Stephen Bradley grew up experiencing the harsh realities of the decline of the American middle class. Scraping through his college studies, despite clear brilliance, Bradley spends most of his time in school programming and surfing. In his sophomore year, he decides to take up a somewhat insecure career as a programmer for a startup web company. Though the concept itself fails spectacularly and ends with the suicide of Stephen Bradley's partner, he himself manages to get out on top as he creates the backbone of a unified login system that he subsequently patents and manages to convince a large social media corporation to adapt. Over the course of 4 years, Stephen Bradley is worth millions, but as his spending starts increasing, it becomes clear the lifestyle he has chosen for himself isn't going to hold. And so Bradley uses his own invention to access the data of hundreds of millions of people around the world. He sells off the data in smaller chunks, primarily to foreign powers and smaller, desperate marketing houses, but also manages to sell his data to private investigation companies through the dark web. One of those belongs to a former private detective, Tyson Williams, who takes an interest in the brilliant Stephen Bradley and offers him a steady paycheck to build tools useful for online reputation management. Together with Williams and his new partner, Ljudmila Vetrova, he builds numerous tools and methods to expand the capabilities of what Haven can do, exposing loopholes across the most public systems in the world. Now, just 4 years after joining forces, Bradley is living the dream on his private island, doing very little actual work as almost everything is automated. What's not to love? And he is very shiny. My God. I think the reason for that is he works out basically the entire time while we're in this mission. Ljudmila Vetrova is an English confidence artist of Russian descent who made a lot of money claiming to be the heir to a great fortune. Born to a KGB couple working in the UK around the time of the collapse of the Soviet Union, Vetrova learned how to use her wits to survive in an increasingly hostile environment in the New World Order. When Ljudmila was 12, her parents moved the family to the sprawling London area and settled down in a small village outside central London. Ljudmila was sent to boarding school, but at 16 she ran away, unable to fit into the rigid system at the school. Angry that her parents had dumped her in what she felt was a prison, young Ljudmila traveled around Europe, eventually ending in Russia by way of train. Here she fell in with a crowd of travelers who toured Eastern Europe with their caravans. It was with this group that Vetrova learned not only how to exploit the confidence of strangers, but also how to cover her tracks and disappear when needed. Together with her new family, she built a new persona for herself, that of a lost heir to a great pre-collapse family fortune. The scam worked so well, she traveled the world on the bill of eager bankers, investors, and just plain greedy men who wanted both a piece of her and her fortune. For over a decade, Vetrova lived off the goodwill of older men until she was discovered by private detective Tyson Williams, who had been tracking her activities while working for the Russian mafia. Williams saw something beyond the simple confidence trickster and took her in, promising not to report her to his client if she taught him everything she knew about social engineering and trickery. Eventually, Ljudmila Vetrova went into business with Tyson Williams and found his newly found partner, Stephen Bradley, building Haven from the technological backbone created by Bradley and financed by Williams. Vetrova uses her old tricks to get men into embarrassing situations, first extorting them using assumed identities on various online dating sites and hiring actresses and call girls to play the parts she designs, and then stepping in to offer them a way out. Use Haven and wipe your past clear. The perfect setup. So far. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to take the lockpick and electronic key hacker. May not need either one, but we do have a combination of both kinds of doors in this map. Ow, I just banged my elbow. And I'm going to change this gun. I really don't love this gun anymore. I used to like it a lot, and then I ping-ponged one too many people in the head, and it didn't kill them, so we're not using it anymore. If I shoot someone in the head, it should kill them. And I'll mention the mission stories we're doing today once we get started here.
Welcome to the Maldives, 47. The Haven Island staff is ready to receive you under your assumed identity as Tobias Reaper, a professional thief looking to
She's doing her mime act on the bed. Well, let me just pretend to spread the sheets out.
Ljudmila Vetrova can be found in the public sections of the island, primarily tending to client needs.
And wearing the tatters of an old dress.
Stephen Bradley alternates between looking after a strict training regimen and working on a small private island, while Tyson Williams roams his large villa estate at the back of the island. This is it, 47. Eliminating the 3 owners of Haven should buy Miss Hall the time needed to do a full penetration and retrieval of the Providence Partners.
You're cutting out, Diana. What was that? I don't know if that was intentional. I think something happened with the audio there.
Best of luck, 47.
Alright, anyway. Let's go ahead and get started. When you start at the very beginning area, they intend for you to bump into this lady, I think, fairly early on so that she can ask you a question, but we can always circle back.
Former confidence artist of Russian descent and current client handler for Haven. Careful with this one, 47.
And of course, they do it in a way that you immediately get cut off. Oh, I'll talk to you. Hold on. What's up?
Thank you. Are you one of the owners?
Yes, indeed. I'm Ljudmila Vetrova, co-owner of Haven, and your gracious host for this day. I suspect we'll be seeing more of each other today.
Oh, I'm sure of that, Miss Petrova.
Wonderful. Your late booking has me intrigued. In the meantime, our staff will take good care of your needs.
Thank you. Miss Vetrova.
Come find me when you're ready, Mr. Reaper. I think we have lots to talk about. If you haven't been to your hut yet, I highly recommend it. There's a letter there for you, which you may find interesting.
Thank you, Miss Vetrova.
Okay. Now, 47 has pulled off a lot of great looks. I'm going to come out and say it. I don't think this is a good one. This is... khaki shorts, they just don't work anymore. I'm sorry. No matter how good looking 47 is, this isn't a good look. It's just not.
Mr. Reaper! Welcome to Haven Island. Oh, please collect your key to the private hut in the Welcome Center.
This is why we have to go here first. I need my
Mr.
key.
Reaper, welcome to Haven. Here is the key for your personal hut. It's the one behind you on the right. Oh, and Miss Vetrova asked me to tell you that she has left a personal message for you in your hut. Have a good day, sir.
Oh, thank you. They certainly did choose the best for last, or leave the best for last, in the case of Hitman 2. This is definitely a very pretty map to wander around in, and I think one of the most interesting ones in the game. Maybe not the best. Mumbai definitely has a lot of depth to it, but visually this is a very stunning map.
Enjoy your stay. If you need anything at any time, please don't hesitate to ask. At your service.
There we go. So the map that she's talking about is somewhere else. You could pick up these pamphlets as part of a small side mission. I think there's 11 of them in total. They're all over the place in the map. Where is that note? There it is. All right, so this is the first story mission that we're going to be executing.
A note from Ljudmila Vetrova. I wonder what she wants from you, 47. Regardless, it would be a shame to keep her waiting.
Okay.
Miss Vetrova, it's Tobias Reaper. I read your note.
Excellent. I reviewed your file prior to your arrival, and I found it very intriguing. I have an offer for you. If you're interested, you can find me over at the restaurant.
I'll keep it in mind.
Wonderful. I hope to see you there.
Sorry, I was trying to do a little bit of fancy camera work. Don't know if I had the timing right on that. There she is again. She's actually in there trying to talk someone out of the hut that they're in. That will be something that we'll investigate in another attempt. Hopefully, if I can get the silent assassin suit only run to work, but I think I mentioned in the previous episode, the biggest problem to that run is Tyson Williams. And the reason for that is he could see through walls. Why can he do that? I don't know. He just can. Gar, matey.
This will allow us to start over. Get all those damn lawyers and journalists off our back. Start making...
All right, there we go. Let's sit down and have a quick chat with her. I think I sit. Well, maybe not.
It's just a hole in the ground.
Mr. Reaper, so good to see you.
So far under the house itself.
Well,
Collapse. On the upside,
she stood up just to say hi, and now she's going to sit down again.
Yes. It's a little embarrassing, but we've had an incident. A theft. The thief is an employee here. A person working in Mr. Williams's villa at the other end of the island.
What was stolen?
A USB drive containing some sensitive information. Personal information, which I would rather not fall into the hands of others. So, my offer is this. Obtain the USB drive from the thief without alerting anyone at the villa. The thief is likely still there. I can't get you inside, so you'll have to use that particular skill set of yours to gain access. Do that, And I'll convince Mr. Williams to give you a 50% discount on our service fee. That's $1 million, Mr. Reaper.
A generous offer. The information must be valuable.
Mostly to me. It's very personal. Please call me as soon as you've recovered it.
Very well. I'll call you.
Alright, so what they want us to do is infiltrate the villa over there and grab a USB stick that'll be sitting in a locker at the very bottom of the facility that sits underneath that villa. Easiest way to do that, of course, is just to steal a couple of outfits so that we could sneak in there, which we'll be doing. First things first, we need to find a guard and isolate them. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to go to the villa.
Well, then I would suggest you simply
This is where the electronic key hacker is going to come in handy. There's a door on the side. Oh, come on! So there's a camera right there above the door to this back entrance. We're going to go ahead and pop it. Oh, come on, line up. There we go. That may or may not draw the attention of the guard. It did not this time. There is one directly behind him there at the entrance as well. We want to open this door. Oh, we don't need the key hacker. That's right. We just picked the lock. And do I have anything to throw? I might not. Yeah, I gotta go find something. That's fine. We can do that real quick. Sometimes there's coconuts laying around on the ground here. Doesn't look like I'm in luck this time. How about a pie? No? Okay, that's fine. We can find something to throw real easy over here at the restaurant area. And also underneath the restaurant is a couple of rooms that you can steal stuff from. Let's go here. We're going to wait for these two to clear out. We got a wrench there, a screwdriver there. I think there's a lead pipe on the wall that we could take, maybe. Come on, guy. I know it's very fascinating what he's doing, but I need you to move. Of course. I caught them at the very beginning of their loop.
Okay. Jesus. I don't want to set your precious gas on fire.
Your precious gas on fire. Whatever. Alright, goodbye. Let's go ahead and head back to the villa. We'll make a little noise, get that guard's attention, draw him outside, and take him down so that we can steal his outfit. It'll also give us a chance to set up the other half of the mission story that we are... well, one of the three that we're looking at. Alright, so what we want to do is open the door, chuck it right here. He'll hear it. He'll come to investigate. And then as soon as he comes out, we're just going to give him a little bonk on the noggin.
What was that?
Oh! It's always satisfying. Alright, steal the outfit. This is one of the highest level clearance outfits on the map. Pretty easy to get quickly. Let's go ahead and take his gun, his key, and the handgun so that we have some extra ammo. Also, I'll take my wrench back. And now let's go learn about another mission opportunity that happens to be right at the corner of the facility that we're standing next to. Idle hands. A thief in paradise. Someone's stolen a USB from Tyson Williams, and now the entire security squad is looking for it. Perhaps you should look closer at those security tapes, 47. You don't actually have to. We already know what we need to do, which is go downstairs and take the USB drive, because that's what she's hiding.
Whoever stole Mr. Williams' USB key had access to the villa, so it must be somebody working with us.
Nothing yet. I've told the others this is a top priority, sir.
Well, damn it. Review hesitate. Find the first and get me that US.
If you want some extra handgun weaponry, you got it right there.
Keep my job.
That's clearly the most important part, sir.
Okay, well, what are you standing around for? Go!
So there's the lady that stole it.
Yeah, keep it real.
Just people showering. That's very creepy. You should not be watching people in the shower. What is wrong with this villa? Alright. So now they just want us to infiltrate the facility. There's a couple of ways you could do it. I believe there's a way inside the villa. Maybe not. I know there's one on the back side that we can do, which we will do right now. There's an entrance right here. It's the long way. The short way is actually an entrance right over here in the middle of the shrubbery. Not that. Put it down. It's actually right here. So you have to swipe in using a key. We don't have that key. We can actually use the key reader. We're just going to go in the standard way. No big deal. Oh, I'm stuck on a bench. Okay. I guess I needed a key for that one as well. I thought I already had it. That's fine. Not a big deal. Okay. Here's the main facility. Where we want to go is down here. And underneath the floor we were just standing on.
Don't worry, it's fine. You're new. We just need to make sure Mrs. Williams never hears about what...
And there's the thief. She looks at us and goes, maybe later.
Voicemail again? Yes. Hello, Miss Vetrova. Just leaving a message. It's me.
What are you doing? Get out. I was trying to close the door.
I mean, it's not on me, of course. It's in my locker.
Now, hopefully, we can bonk him without him seeing. He did not see. Very good. We're going to drag him over to this box. The reason for that is, I think opening this locker without that lady's key is actually an illegal action, so he will see it. There she is. Just for funsies, we'll get rid of her as well. And there's her key on her body. We're going to take the hammer. We're going to take that. Go ahead and open it up. And look at that. A Haven USB stick. I don't think there's anything in this one, but we'll double check. Just an outfit? Oh, a knife. Nice. Might end up using that. What's down there? A coin. Distractions are always nice. We'll take that. And I think that's it for down here. This particular mission, we don't need to do anything inside the facility proper there. Just go back up top. Now we have two options for what we could do with the USB stick, and in both cases we can recover it after we do so. They are used, well, the USB stick is used for both missions. We can do it either by handing it over to Tyson Williams, who's looking for the data, or we can hand it over to Ljudmila, who wants to get rid of the data. I think since we are already here, we will take this to Tyson Williams first. Oh, there's another camera. Let's go ahead and pop it. I've already been spotted, so it's not like I'm hiding anything at this point, but we'll do it anyway. good practice. So if you come up this way, you actually have the ability to enter the secret room that you'll be taken to by Tyson Williams later. We'll come back the traditional way instead of doing it that way. We don't need to sneak because we are in an outfit that allows us to approach Mr. Williams directly, I believe. He might have an enforcer following him around, which would complicate things. For example, one of the guys right there. Or, no, actually, I guess he's down below.
What? Like malaria or something? We all got shots before coming here. You got the shot, right?
This was a door.
Sure, I got the shot. No.
That's right.
He recovered from something bad in his youth. Left him with like recurring migraines. I think I saw the eye.
Alright, so he is in his bedroom.
The guy's probably just running a fever. You know what it's like. This place is warm.
And we should go around another way. We'll get to him.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
alright.
Williams is a tough guy, but I don't think a regular fever would do much to him. I hope the doc figures it out.
Oh, look at you. All worried about the boss.
Shut up, you guys. Poor guy just has a shred of humanity and he can't get anyone to give him a break.
Anyone found anything on the security?
Oh, my... Oh, he's above me. Upstairs. There he is. And I don't see an enforcer to get in the way, but he's about to walk into a room where that would be a problem.
Mr. Williams, I understand you were looking for this.
Oh, no. Oh, give him the stick.
A
There you go.
USB drive. Finally, some good news. And the thief?
Taken care of.
Good. Good. I like you. Come with me. I'd like to personally reward you for your good work.
Uh-oh. Who's looking at me? I don't believe that guy is going to notice because he's usually tied up playing with his phone or looking at a magazine. But we'll be fast. Whoop. All right. Should be good.
How you doing, sir?
So to get in, you have to pull a book there. That is a high risk move because both of these people see it from this side. That's why you always want to go in from the back if you're going to go in there without Mr. Williams.
Access to Williams' secret office. Good place for a one-on-one, 47.
Change the pin code. All right. That's that. I'll wire a handsome reward to your personal account, my friend. Or maybe... You know what? I have a better idea. Well, Mike, I guess at least one person in my security detail isn't a complete failure. This man just brought me my stolen item. You got anything to say for yourself?
I guess he got lucky.
Lucky?
We'll use this one. Actually, you know what? Yeah, better idea. Let's use the knife. So he just fired his personal bodyguard. And of course he's going to sit down at the computer because he's a moron and just left himself alone with someone he's had no interaction with in his entire life.
I guess you just got promoted to personal bodyguard.
Thank you, Mr. Williams.
Well, Mike's been getting on my nerves for months now. The man's got no sense of personal space, you know? This promotion is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you. Make the most of it.
Rest assured, Mr. Williams. I will.
Good man. Your new outfit's in that locker behind you. I'm just gonna do some work in here for a while. Alone. Make sure nobody comes in.
Yes, sir, Mr. Williams.
Oh, they're not going to let me just cut him. All right, well, anyway.
Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47.
Sorry, Mr. Williams, but I believe personal security is a bit too cutthroat for me. All right, anyway, I didn't cut his throat. All right, drop him here. Take the knife. There's nowhere to hide the body in there from what I could see. We'll take the key that he just put down. That's not the right key. That's all right, we can still pick the lock. The important part is we can get that USB stick back because we're going to use that now to get Ljudmila. They're kind of idiots in that regard. I don't think there's anything useful in here. We'll take a look anyway. That is useful for doing one of the other mission stories that we're not going to look at today. I think this is the same outfit. Oh, it's not. This is his bodyguard uniform, which is good. We want that. I think this is a little bit higher clearance than the other one. In fact, I could see this guard here isn't going to look at me at all. Yeah, he is not an enforcer. This may actually be able to give us clearance everywhere in the facility without anyone questioning it, since I got promoted by the boss. Which is good. We're going to do one thing. Hopefully that'll work. We're going to save here. Haven't had to save yet in this mission, which is good. Where were we? Let's say back here. I'm going to take out that shiny coin that we found. We're going to chuck it at the wall as soon as... Well, we might be able to do it just right away. All right. Chuck it here. Okay, he's going to come investigate.
I've heard something weird. I'm going to go check it out.
Yeah, you should go check it out. That was weird. Well, he stepped away.
Come on. Oh, it's not like I haven't been here before.
There we go. So now the recordings are erased. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
Anyone found anything on the security page yet?
I'm going to borrow this for a second, thank you.
Whoever stole Mr. Williams' USB key.
And we want to take this right here. If I can get it. Come on. Get the... Game is desperate to keep me from taking it. That's going to be critical for the third story mission that we'll be doing today.
Will reward you handsomely for your find. But more importantly, I get to keep my job.
That's clearly the most...
All right, now we can leave. Move on with the next step. Let's go ahead and switch story missions back to lucrative opportunity. I have to go find a phone and contact Ljudmila, let her know we found the USB stick that she was looking for. She'll ask to meet us, and then we will have our opportunity. We can do it on any phone, but I think they want you to do it on this one here. We'll do it on this one. They just kind of cue you towards the closest one. Uh-oh. They know I'm not supposed to be here. I might have to go somewhere else. Let's see if I can do this.
Thank you, but I'm fine. I haven't felt this safe since my husband's... Well, we're all here for a reason.
Miss Vetrova, I've acquired the item you wanted.
Wonderful. I knew you were the right man for the job. I could feel it the moment I laid my eyes on you.
Should we meet?
Yes, absolutely. Come to the spa over by the pool area.
That badge kind of looks like something you would buy at a dollar store. They might have wanted to rethink that. Not a good look. And we might want to rethink the outfit that I'm wearing, because it looks like a lot of people don't think I'm actually a bodyguard. Well, let's see how far we can get without someone getting freaked out, and if I need to, I can just steal another outfit. Hop. Here she comes. We're a little bit ahead of her.
I'm glad we don't have to talk to that Vetrova woman anymore. Did you notice how clean she was last night? Portman could hardly get away from her. Embarrassing.
Alright, we're good. Go in, let him know I'm here to meet.
I'm Mr. Reaper. I have an appointment.
Ah, yes, Mr. Reaper. You can go right in. Miss Vetrova should be here shortly. Have a nice time.
You'll be here shortly.
Is everything in order as we discussed?
Of course, Miss Vetrova.
Good.
I want the left room all to ourselves. No screwing up with double bookings like yesterday with Portman and Mr. Bradley. I'm still trying to sort out that today.
This can also be a very timing dependent mission, so we're going to pause and save right when she gets in here, just in case things go south. They shouldn't. What you waiting on, lady?
Oh, nice outfit, Mr. Reaper. I see you're already doing what you can to fit in. Follow me.
Well, let's see where this ends, shall we?
You, leave us.
Every time. Every single time they're about to get killed, they're like, oh, no, you can leave. Get out of here, guys. I'm fine. This perfect stranger won't do anything nefarious. Give her the stick.
You
Not
have
that
the
stick.
item with you. Can I have it, please?
Here you are.
Ah, thank you so much, Mr. Reaper. I can't tell you how much this means to me, Mr. Reaper. I'm afraid things aren't quite as serene here as they may seem on the surface.
I'm slowly beginning to understand that.
Tyson, Mr. Williams, he's not well. Hasn't been for some time. We used to be together, but his illness... I couldn't take it anymore. I don't know why I'm telling you this.
Neither do I.
Good work, 47.
I'm sorry, but that story made me feel like I was drowning. Okay, whatever.
Just one more target to go.
Oh, you know what? Just for funsies. Let's go ahead and take that USB stick back. So now neither of them got the data that they had lost. Suckers. Alright, so now let's set up the third one. Should be fairly easy. The water horse. So Stephen Bradley likes to go on water scooters, but is unable to go out because the scuba instructor confiscated the keys. Shame. Those things are very accident prone. So let's go ahead and select that. We have to go find the keys. They should be on the swim instructor. And Stephen Bradley's actually approaching us right now, but we want to do the mission story. It's the most entertaining way to do it.
Probably Mr. Williams. Well,
I think there's anything there. I think he has the keys himself. Why is he taking hits of gas? What are you doing, man? The nice thing about this level is after you kill 2 targets, the weather starts getting very stormy. Doesn't matter which 2 you do, in what order, as soon as you do 2 of them, the weather starts getting dark and stormy. Does he take a drink? He might take a drink. I can't remember. If he does, we can take advantage of that. I just need to figure out what his routine is.
make sure that doesn't happen.
Can I poison this? I might be able to poison his gas tank. I sure can. Alright, so that's what we'll do. Let me go find a little emetic. I think you can find some growing in the jungle here somewhere. Alright. There he is, taking some hits of his laughing gas again. I don't get what you're doing, dude. Yeah, we can't do it. So, let's find a lifeguard outfit. Alright, take 2. Let's see if I can poison this thing. I cannot. Oh! Someone's spotting me. Alright, well, we may have to take advantage of him another way. This is another way that we could certainly do it. Not terribly foolproof, but it does work occasionally. We'll save. We're going to draw him into the bush and then try to choke him out while he's supposedly in cover. Except I drew the wrong idiot!
Bloody kids messing around again.
Well, let's do this while he's responding to that. Perfect. Got it. And then drag him into the brush a little further so no one sees. Alright. In fact, we'll steal his outfit too. Why not? And steal the key. Now we have what we need. Now there is a fun way out of the map that we're not going to take today, but it involves these inflatable alligators. There are, I believe, 11 of them spread around the map. If you pop and deflate all 11 of them, there will be one that appears on the shore right outside the restaurant. You can hop on it and ride out in style if you do so. Problem is, it's a very high-risk thing to do because if you try to pop the inflatables with a gun, people will hear the bullet and start freaking out, so we don't want to do that. Let's see if I can go over here. I might need to swap back to the bodyguard outfit. Nope, they let me on. Cool. Now, we don't want to give him the key right away. We actually want to go find his water scooter, as they refer to it, and rig it first. And that's where the remote explosive comes into play. We're gonna probably pause. Well, I'm far enough away. I shouldn't be spotted, even by the bodyguard over there. Yep, we're good. Alright, so let's go let him know that I found his keys and I trust him to ride the scooter.
That is Stephen Bradley, notorious hacker, chief programmer at Haven, and rumored to be quite reckless in his behavior.
Mr. Bradley, are these yours?
Dude, I've been looking everywhere for those. You just made my day. Yeah, you can tear the sea a new one. Thanks, buddy.
My pleasure.
All right, let's see how well Mr. Bradley controls that water scooter of his.
Good lord, this is the noisiest flock of seagulls in the history of seagulls. There's a storm going on and they're being louder than the thunderstorm. So you don't want to detonate it right away. You want to wait until he starts moving around in the water so that no one suspects anything foul happened. There we go. See?
That's Stephen Bradley taken care of. Well done.
Uh-oh.
That's all we need to do from here. Miss Hall should be able to extract the information needed from the...
How was he looking at me?
Good work, 47.
I was just standing there, guy. Whatever. So the quickest way out of here is actually the airplane right there, because you can run across a little sandbar between the two islands, but we will go through one of the other exits just to be safe. I believe we picked up the key to use that boat over there on the left side of the island. Right side? Whatever. This side of the island. Oh no, this isn't a boat. I'm gonna scuba out. Oh, that's fun. Alright, let's do it. There we go.
How was your time in paradise?
Productive.
Right. We should hear from the others soon.
We're in. Whatever your robot did back on the island, it worked. Let's see. Yeah, here we are.
You found them?
Yeah, right here. But... oh, wait a minute. Something's off. See here? All those controlling shares, those are basically the backbone of the Providence Empire, but they're not going to the new partner identities.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're allocated to someone else. Everything is. The partners are left with no real control. Who is Arthur Edwards?
The Constant.
Message from Olivia. Everything's going to plan. We know where the partners are. We have our targets. You're almost there, old friend. Feels good, doesn't it? We should head out before the storm hits. Time to fulfill our purpose, 47.
To take them all down.
All right, so as I mentioned before, I've been trying to do the Silent Assassin suit only run for this particular area, and Tyson Williams apparently is part Superman because he could see through walls. Every time I've tried to do his particular mission, which is pretty easy, and in fact you can do all three of them, I think, at the same time, he sees what you're doing 4 floors below where he normally walks around and ruins the whole thing. The key here is we want to poison a whole room full of people all at once. But we're not going to kill them because we want to do a silent assassin run. We want to just put them to sleep. So we will use sedative. We want to get rid of the security system. And there's the recording system. So we can turn that off. We're going to come to the front entrance here. Bodyguards are going to see us running around. That's fine. What they're not going to see is this. There's a spot to hop the wall right here. We're going to try the side entrance, the emergency hatch. This is where things can get a little tricky. We want to clear that room out directly in front of us. Easy way to get a couple of those people out of the way is to turn on and off this fuse box. But Tyson Williams is directly above us, and he will sometimes see what you're doing through 4 floors. A lot of dirt, steel, concrete. He could see through all of it, apparently.
Bobby.
I'll wait until he turns it back on.
And we're on.
Thank you. This is where everything, for me, usually goes to hell. What we want to do is we want to draw every single one of the targets down into this area, and we're going to kill them all at the same time. First things first, we have to get rid of all these bodyguards. Turn off ventilation, and we're going to dump that sedative into the ventilation. Here we go. Turn on the ventilation system. And they're all asleep. We have to take all the bodies and hide them. This is where everything usually gets messed up because Tyson sees me moving a body. There we go. So this time I'm going to watch Tyson as soon as I turn on the ventilation system and watch him see all these bodies hitting the ground through all the floors that are directly below him. He should not be able to see any of this. The camera system's been turned off. None of these guards have life sign monitors that he can detect if we knock him unconscious. He should not be able to see anything that I'm about to do, but he does. Yeah, see that, I mean, all right, well, we'll do this one more time. And I don't need to crouch until one of these guys gets spotted by Tyson, and then I'm going to get very annoyed. There we go, see? I don't know how anyone sees that stuff. And I know who saw it, it's Tyson. He's gonna freak out, he's gonna go hide in a box. And his bodyguard's going to come running down here. There he goes. He sees pretty much everything that happens directly underneath him in this facility, and there is no way that I have found to do this without him spotting a body. It's infuriating. That's why I hate trying to do the silent assassin on this one. It just doesn't work. So instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and abandon this particular run because it's just, I can't finish it. I can't do it. And we're going to do Sniper Assassin instead, which is a lot of fun. Alright, so let us pick a good spot to hide the gun. Sand, security hut. That's agency pickup? Yeah, that's the one. Alright, so let's go ahead and switch over to sniper rifle. We're going to use the Jaeger Covert. And that should be everything I need. Starting location. Just to get things moving a little bit faster, we'll start out in the shark hut. I'll tell you what, we'll start out in the pool area. I shouldn't need anything else. Let's go ahead and play. We haven't actually done any sniper assassin attempts in this playthrough at this point, so this will be a fun first. Alright, time to get to work. We're going to run it very similar to what we were doing before, but we're going to take out that ass. Tyson Williams first, since he's the one that keeps ruining the silent assassin run. Don't take any chances, let him pass. Same setup as before. We're going to pop both cameras. Okay. Pop one. Oh, come on. Pop two. Pick the lock. And just like before, we're going to knock both of the guards unconscious so that we have free access to this particular room. We will also need a little bit of luck in getting the two guards on top of the hut out of the way, because one of them's sleeping and the other one is basically staring at his sleeping body and complaining that he is in fact sleeping. Very cyclical in that way. Alright, I'll give this dummy a chance to turn his fuse back on and then take him down.
Okay, I got this. Back on.
There we go. Drag him somewhere safe. For now. We may need to take all of the guards outside of this hut into the brush just to keep them from being found. I did not mean to do that. Oops. We'll get him on the way out. So he doesn't ruin the run here. Got him. Drag him somewhere quiet. Hopefully that's enough cover. I don't know for certain. I would think this would be enough cover, but sometimes it's not. Now, one more thing we're going to do just for safety's sake. We're going to turn off the recording system. And then I'm going to try to get the attention of the guard directly upstairs. The one that is awake. This can be kind of tricky because he doesn't like to come downstairs sometimes. Wait for him to come to the rail. There he is. Go ahead and throw this at the wall. Yep, didn't work. He didn't respond. Alright, time to get radical with this. I have multiple guns. Put it right here. If he doesn't see that, I don't know what I can do.
Huh?
Did he see it? I think he did. There we go. Now I can take care of this dummy.
I bet Gary lost this.
Stupid Gary. There we go. And he's so cooperative. He's going exactly where I want. Because now I can take his body and put it in the box right here. There we go. Alright, so his buddy will be a little bit easier to take care of. All we gotta do is pop him in the head with a heavy object. Saw a crowbar right there. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so now the roof is clear. We should be able to take down our 3 targets relatively easy. There it is. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take our gun. And we're going to... Actually, you know what? I don't trust that guy not to spot the body. We're gonna wait for him to finish his cycle there. Drinking the water. Going back this way. Once he turns back around, we will drag the body into the brush directly behind him, because that's a thicker area and less likely to be searched when we try to take out our guard, or 3 targets rather. Hardest working security detail on the entire island. Alright, this should do what we need.
Aha.
Oh, come on! I should have known.
Okay, everything's good.
Alright, guess the bushes were just moving on their own. Still hardest working guard on the island. It's like What a day. Between drinking water and smoking cigarettes, I'm bushed. There we go. I don't think there was anything else that we needed to worry about. Maybe the shovel. That's about all I can think of that anyone would notice. And even then, it's just, oh, there's a shovel on the ground here. Let me move it. Not, oh my god, there's a shovel. Someone's killing people. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We'll save, just in case someone sees a shot while we're getting this all going. Alright, there they go. He breaks free. Here he comes. Alright, hopefully we get the timing on this right, and he runs there. Oh. Got him. No, he didn't die. Dang it. Here he comes. Nope, didn't do it again. Let's focus on this one instead. A little less guesswork on this one. You can just pop him while he's standing at the window. You're not stopping at the window! What are you doing? Oh, this is the time he decides he's not going to go spy on his... I don't even know what to call her. Confidence artist? Concubine? Lady love? Come to the window. Perfect. Here we go. Get the shot lined up perfect, and as soon as we get a shot, go. There we go. One down.
Remaining. Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent work, 47.
We should be alright to proceed to the next two. He's going to the other island to do a little working out. Might have some guards coming over here, but they didn't see who took the shot, so we should be alright. There she is. Okay, so now we're just waiting for her to get into that hot tub there, and then we'll pop her. There she is. Come on, line it up. Ah, of course. Rail gets in the way. Got her. And the guard didn't even notice.
Good work, 47.
Dummy.
Ljudmila Vetrova has been permanently retired.
I didn't get an alert about a bullet impact noticed. His back was turned when the bullet hit. We'll know if someone runs over here to this tower to find out what happened. But I don't think he noticed. Yeah, best chance to do this is we're going to wait until he is posted up here to start his race, and then we'll get him. Still can't save. I don't know what's going on with the save system right now. Got him.
That's all we need
all
to
right.
do from here. Miss Hall should be able to
Get out
extract
here.
the information needed from the Haven servers.
Hopefully before anyone notices.
So, that's Stephen Bradley taken care of. Well done.
Put the gun down. We're out of here.
Leave the area! Leave the area!
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. You got me. Let's head out in a dirigible, which is right here. Convenient for everyone. come on. All right, there you go. That's the sniper assassin run. I don't know if that would have counted as silent, since it looks like in all 3 cases someone was nearby to see the bodies getting dropped. But I did it in a way that, for the most part, they had no idea where the bullet came from, so they couldn't take me down. Anyway, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Just a recap on where things are being left off at the end of this episode, since I recorded these in different sessions, so it's a little bit disjointed, the dialogue that I offered at the end there. Basically, the constant has gotten away, according to the final cinematic, and we know the identity and location of the Providence Partners, so we're going to spend the very beginning of the next episode, which is the start of Hitman 3, tracking down the first 2 of the Providence Partners to kill them, and then hopefully from there get to the third partner and end things. It is important to note at the end of that cinematic, though, that Lucas Gray was starting to act real suspicious, so it is possible he's in league with them. We don't know. I guess we'll find out at the beginning of the next episode. That's going to do it for episode 15 of Nubs Hitman Files. As always, I do appreciate each of you watching, and I will see you next time.